Thank you guys for joining us for Arche Wielders. If you saw us there for a little bit, we were having some more technical difficulties. I'm not sure where things weren't showing on Twitch, but hopefully they are showing now. Joined by Mesa Ultor and Fortress. We just got done talking about how things are going
There
for
it
us
is.
so far. Just to recap,
Hey.
we all unlocked Ultimate Bunny. We're avoiding the invasion missions because they are a little difficult, a lot difficult, if I'm being honest. But here we are. About the invasion missions, though, how are you guys like truly liking them? Like, do you hate them? Do you want them to go away? Do you want them to be easier? Like, are you wanting something out of it? What do you guys think so far?
Well,
Interesting.
I have not done them, so
That's true. I forgot that you haven't done one yet.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh no. I believe they have their place. I think there's a little bit, specifically with these, I feel like there's a little bit of a caterance to people that have not felt the supple, soft feeling of grass in quite some time. Excuse me, Dutchman. I'm doing something. So, I mean, something that I mentioned last week was that I'm seeing people, I'm thinking I'm in such a place right now, and I'm like, oh, okay, like my Ajax is like in a really good spot. Like I think I'm like, toughing it out. And there's people that's like, oh, watch this 6-second gluttony kill, and I'm like, there's no way I'm this far behind.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is kind of like a nod to people that are that far ahead of the process. That are really just waxing this game left and right. It's not hard to them at all. I've seen a couple of TikToks and a couple of people talk about. They're not hard. They're like, they have their quirks to them, and it makes it a little bit difficult at first. And once I learned how to do a few of them, that makes total sense.
Amazing.
And I learned how to do one really, really well. So that's the one that I kind of kept going back to, and I was like, okay, I kind of got this now.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, my Ajax has gotten stronger, so I feel like the other one might go a little bit better. I haven't tried the 2 new ones that popped today, but and something that I just saw recently, there's going to be an update, from what I remember, specifically to the one that Cliff, you and I were doing with the where it has like kind of like those totem pole things, and you have to get the symbol and then match the symbols up to it.
Yeah.
One of the updates that I'm seeing, I read about a patch coming in to where they're going to get rid of the totems that don't have any symbols. Ones where you shoot the whole thing and you're like, oh, nothing. Supposedly they're getting rid of the ones that say nothing.
Okay.
They're not lowering the difficulty, and they don't plan to, but they are lowering the amount of mobs that spawn on you.
Ooh, that would help out immensely.
So those are 2 things I saw, which I was really happy about. The mob thing applies to all of them, but I know specifically the one with matching the symbols, getting rid of the ones that have absolutely nothing on them, I think is a huge boost. I like that they're standing their ground, not lowering the difficulty, and I feel like the difficulty wouldn't be an issue if some of the quirks were worked out. So
Right.
I think this is another trial run for them. It's not something they wanted to introduce in preseason, but it is something where they took community feedback, and once again, a round of applause for Nexon on just the fastest live service response. And again, I think that the large difference is that they are actually playing their game, and I think it's something that they noticed that they would have liked, to see. So.
Right.
Good turnaround for it. I'm looking forward to see what happens with these invasion things. Not sure about the reward to them. I like the amount of gold that they give you. Gold has become a non-issue. But I would like to see, which I haven't gone the distance yet on all of them, doing 10 of them, I think, like I'm supposed to. But I hope that there's some kind of reward at the end of all of this that is like, wow, that was worth it.
Yeah.
haven't been let down yet, and I don't expect to be, which is a good feeling. So, see what happens when I really wipe all these out, and hopefully it's what I'm hoping it's gonna be.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything you're saying. I would say that when it comes to these invasion missions, at first, I wouldn't say it's a letdown, but it's not what I expected. I definitely didn't expect them to take like certain missions and basically cut them in half, and then just make, I guess, introduce new mechanics into the missions, and then make them harder than what they were. From the way that it sounded to me, what I thought we were getting was an entirely new area that would have these new missions in them with these new mechanics uh, that we would hop into, and then like randomly throughout the map, like some of the missions on the new area would be harder missions along with whatever new stuff they added in. That was what I thought was going to happen. So seeing this was different. It was new. I don't have an issue with it. I agree that it is a nod to those people that have put in so much time into the game that they haven't touched grass. Because for them, a lot of the stuff that they're running, even the addition of gluttony, probably wasn't enough for them. Like they're probably still out there running stuff over and over and over again. For them, they're getting bored, so having these missions is probably a nice little refresher, or it's refreshing for them. It is nice for us as well, because we get to a point to where we're not fighting the hard bosses all the time. Just like we reached Molten Fortress, we just learned that it has a new mechanic that we have to get down. So being able to go off and do new stuff and get stuff out of it was pretty nice. I like the addition of the gold. I wish the amount of gold that you were getting was equal to the amount of Kuiper that you're getting. But I could also see how, like, if you did that, it might make things a lot easier for you, because you're able to move up your modules fairly quickly with that Kuiper. So I get it. It sucks. The Kuiper grind is still real for those who are still out there grinding for it just as much as we are. We're experiencing it as well. I was at almost 700,000. I am now back down to 100,000. So it is what it is. Do what you got to do.
Yep. I just burned a bunch of Kuiper before we got on the podcast.
Nice. What do you guys think about the inversion reinforcement? You like it? You hate it?
So the inversion reinforcement, and part of this might be because I haven't done the invasions yet. I have noticed little to no difference as far as like just day-to-day playing is concerned, going up against whether it be Colossus or running missions or whatever the case might be. It's basically been the same. I mean, if anything, the like the modules and stuff like that have a bigger impact. So yeah, I don't know. It's I guess I'm a little underwhelmed at it. I didn't expect it to make a big difference, but then at the same time, I did expect it to be noticeable. And so that's kind of where I'm at.
Okay. Now, when it comes to you activate, are you getting the inversion reinforcement like tabs? Basically, are you activating them as well after you unlock them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Only reason I put that out there is because I didn't know that. So like I was sitting there leveling up my inversion reinforcement, and like, oh yeah, no, I got this, and then I saw it, and I was like, activate, and I was like, what? Well, that sucks. But even when I did activate them, I'm with you. I haven't really seen too much of a difference, especially outside the invasion missions. Because Drew had Fortress yesterday pointed it out that he turns them off because
Still call me Drew.
Yeah. He pointed it out yesterday that like it becomes a hindrance to you if you use them outside of the invasion missions because of the drawbacks that they have. You're seeing less of what you would normally have going into, say, a Colossus battle or just a normal mission or a wave. So I see where you're coming from with being underwhelmed with inversion reinforcement. I think maybe the later stuff in there, like the last like nodes, may be what we're looking for when it comes to that. But since I'm not there, I can't 100% say. Um, yeah, I hope that maybe next season with more of the inversion reinforcement, because I know they're going to change stuff up, or at least I hope that they do. That we'll start to see a difference. Maybe they'll listen to that feedback as well and probably improve some stuff. Maybe it'll be kind of the same stuff, but the drawbacks won't be as heavy. A lot of drawbacks are super heavy, especially for the one that allows you to like get away from enemies, because it makes your movement speed super fast, which is all that's for. It's like, so if you're getting railed, it allows you to move to a safe distance, which unfortunately in the invasion missions there's almost no safe place. But Fortress, what do you think about the inversion reinforcement? You liking it? You hating it?
I'm not a huge fan of the fact that everything is a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that there's small buffs in there, but I feel like it's so minute unless you're using season specific.
Mm-hmm.
To which I'm reluctant to do so.
Okay.
One thing that I just noticed is you can't just streamline down one path.
Yeah, because you can't activate everything on the one path. Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, you have to branch off into other ones, which I think is kind of weird.
Especially with the way that they explained it, because it almost made it seem like before it dropped that there was a benefit to unlocking one path.
Well, it also almost made it seem like you could only go down one path, and then we found out that wasn't it. I mean, I'm with you guys. I feel a little bit underwhelmed, but more so just with the buffs that you get from things. Like even the ones at the very end of the skill path aren't that incredible. I know there's one where it just decreases an incoming damage modifier by 4.1%. It's not a massive help to you.
No.
I think they could do more in the positive direction. I understand the negative direction, and I think that some of them are okay where they are. Some of them are asinine. I know one of them, using your grappling hook, boosts your incoming damage modifier by 14%.
Ooh.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
With somebody like me running 100k defense, I'm getting waxed is like, what in the world? So just more damage coming at you is kind of crazy.
On top of the fact that invasion missions also come with their own debuffs within them. So like me losing negative 80 some odd percent
chill
power. Or
your
like
whole build.
There was one where like if you dodge roll, like you lose firearm attack on your weapon and it stacks
and
for
it's
10.
A permanent debuff.
Yeah.
Nuts. And it's a crazy amount. I think it's like 3%. So 10 stacking, you're dropping it by 30%. That's a sick amount.
Yeah.
I get it's supposed to be challenging. I don't per se hate something like that. Maybe drop the stacks to 5, and then it's a challenge for you to not dodge roll, I guess that's there.
Yeah.
But almost just completely crippling a build by taking chill power away, I don't really agree with that. It does force you to try and maybe use a different descendant, and the time that you have to spend to get them up to that stuff is kind of crazy. I understand you don't have to do them, which is cool, but then, if you're in a position like all three of us, you have to do these missions to progress through the story.
Yeah.
So now you're investing what we've invested in, a month, a little bit more, just to play one mission. I'm not fond of that. I think there should be something in there to where like you have to pick some kind of quirk, but like, all right, here's 3 quirks to this mission. You have to pick one. They all suck, but maybe then you could be like, okay, well, at least I'm not losing chill power. Like, all right, if I lose 15% of my max shields, at least I'm not losing my chill power. Or like if I'm receiving extra toxic damage by like, I don't know, 50-60%, but at least at least my firearm attack isn't dropping by 30%. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think there's an avenue there to maybe add more debuffs to the mission, but allow us to pick what that debuff is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
I think
option.
that would be nice, and that kind of opens it up to where like maybe you're not interested in any of the other characters that are out right now, and you want to keep running your main, or you're trying to perfect your main. I think that will allow you to continue to do that.
Right.
And it's also a good gauge of strength with how hard these missions are. To be like, okay, well here's where I stand with this.
Yeah.
I'm doing that really often with my ultimate Lepic. I'm going into the intercept battles and I'm gauging my strength. So like I understand that I can just dog walk Devourer, but when I get to Swamp Walker, I'm not exactly waxing it yet. So this is my gauge of strength in there, and I think these missions would be a good gauge of strength for some people's builds, especially when debuffs come into play. Because a lot of people are just super used to, oh, if I just kill it fast enough, I don't have to worry about what anything is. Whereas these missions, it's a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
In the sense of what's it going to be like as I'm going through the rest of the world of the First Ascendant versus just this one scenario.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I 100% agree. Definitely be nice to see some changes. I wonder if we won't see any of these changes until the next season, or maybe they'll do a mid-season buff, or maybe they'll do a hot fix and change some stuff around.
I know there's a bunch of stuff coming out. I believe it's October 10th.
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be getting an actual dungeon at that point, as well as an ultimate descendant and the new weapon, the new ultimate weapon. So it'll be nice to see what else they add in with the mid-season update. So I'm excited to see that. Also, just so everyone's tracking, we don't necessarily to progress through, I guess, the story mission. We don't necessarily have to do those invasion missions. We just need the Iron Heart particles, which can be done through challenges on each of the maps. We discovered that, I want to say, like 2 days ago. So that was pretty nice. And as you can also get those
what I'll
points
differ from that, real quick while you're on that topic, sorry to interrupt you. There is a specific story mission that is fend off Vulgus invasion and acquire commander files. So it is embedded in the story.
Yes, doing those missions. Yeah. So, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because we're at
you
8 out of 10.
So you do have to do them, which is that was the bummer for me. I wish you didn't have to.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I get it. Just to get everyone to play their content makes sense to a certain extent. Do the Echo Swamp one. It's not that bad.
I'm doing the Kingston one.
I was in the middle of it.
Is it the same one?
No, it's the matching the colors to the pads on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
The one in Kingston is just defeating people and picking something up and dropping it off.
That one. Ugh.
This Kingston one is interesting. Enemy's incoming damage modifier minus 50% for 10 hits. After 10 hits, it's plus 100%.
Yeah.
Ugh. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to actively do this.
But yeah.
Oh my god, I'm in this area.
But yeah, no, that's where we're at on the invasion missions and the inversion reinforcement. You guys get a chance to try out the new assault rifle, the Excava. I think that's how you say it.
I did not know.
Okay. I like it. I think it has its place. I'm not really sure if it'll, because with it being general rounds, I'm not really sure if it'll ever be like a gun that I use as much as like my Enduring Legacy or my Tamer. It may be like that third gun that I use. So we'll see. One thing I also want to hit on with the game is apparently just found this out from Fortress. I hope you guys are listening. That a lot of people, the rumor that's going around is that this game is pay to win. I'm not really sure who started that rumor. I'm not really sure where that rumor's come from, but that is 100% false. This game is not pay to win. It's pay for convenience. You can buy your descendants, but you can also grind for them. You don't have to buy any of your descendants. The only thing that you have to buy because you can't grind for it is the cosmetics. So all the skins, like the skin that I have on my Viesta that you're seeing on screen right now, like I bought that. You can't grind for it, but that's really about it. But like Ultimate Viesta, Ultimate Bunny, all those bundles, like all those characters that you're seeing, you don't have to buy them. So whoever is passing out that information, whoever is spreading this rumor, it's false. Don't believe them. Try the game out for yourself. It's free. Another thing that we talked about is that, unfortunately, like a lot of the things that you don't see that you can really grind for because it's so far out of sight is until you reach the end game. Once you reach the end game, you start to see that like you can access all these things. I remember like the energy activators and the catalysts. Midway through our story playthrough, like I was looking at those things and I was like, I'm never gonna. I don't even know where to get half this stuff. I don't know if I can get these things. Like this will take me forever. And then by end game, I was just like, oh, I know where those are. I know how to get those.
Yeah,
I know where to find them.
and they're not even hard to get.
Yeah, they're not hard to get. So like it's very an in game type of play style to grind for stuff, but that's really all you're getting at. But no, this game has been everything that we could probably ask for and more. It's been a good time. Definitely looking forward to the mid-season update. I really want Ultimate Freyna because I want to build a debuff queen so that I can just go in and just ruin some enemies' lives with my poison. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
super ready for Ultimate Freyna, which if you guys didn't know, that is the Ultimate Descendant that is getting dropped mid-season. Like Mazer said, October. So that's when we can look forward to that. I do like how everything's so spaced out. The timing on the battle pass is also nice. Getting about 3 months to do it, and if you're playing as much as we are, to be honest, that's almost too much time. And with all the challenges that they give you,
but for the more casual player, I think that it's a reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely for sure. What else did we want to touch on?
Something I was going to talk about was the video that I was watching where it was comparing without modules or anything, Ultimate Descendants versus Descendants.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that people should probably know to avoid like disappointment is prior to adding modules where you're starting to stack things and stuff like that, the Ultimate Descendants and the Descendants, there's actually a very, very small difference as far as like just base stat levels, and that's all the way up to level 40. You're talking 200 points on defense maybe or something like that. Like they're fairly minimal amounts. With the exception of Glay, because Glay doesn't have any shields, so her defense actually is doubled whenever you have Ultimate versus regular. But all that to say, once you put modules on, you start stacking and things like that. Like those do become, very prominent. So just a heads up in advance. If you're getting an Ultimate Descendant and you're like, this doesn't seem like it's all that much better. Again, it's going to be on how you build the Descendant to take advantage of those extra points that you have as part of your base stat in order to be able to like really capitalize on that.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good information to have, especially like to know also as well. Like there are certain descendant modules or transcendent modules that are specific for ultimates. So like the one that I have here for Viesta, what was it called? Actually, no, I don't have it. But there are certain ones. I thought I had one. I have one for Bunny, for my ultimate Bunny. Let me pull her up real quick. Her ultimate descendant.
Real-time feedback.
Electric charge. What would you say? Oh, how is it?
Real-time feedback. Kingston's too easy, baby.
Oh, really?
Too easy.
Okay, so we might be able to knock out
easy.
these missions. All right.
Bro,
Because, like I said,
I
Echo
got
Swamp
gold on
wasn't
my
terrible
first
either.
shot.
Nice.
Gold
Hell
on
yeah.
my first shot with 0 effort.
Hell yeah.
So how about
there you have
you
it.
lick my entire left nut? All right.
I mean, now
We're seeing a difference in players. We're seeing it live, people.
all right. So let's knock this out of the way. My ultimate Ajax is basically outside of crystallizing my shock punch. My ultimate Ajax is maxed out. I'm running 100K, 100 plus K defense. So like my defense is stupid, but this whole it ups your firearm attack by 100% after 10 hits. I'm waxing. As soon as I knock the shields off of that boss, it was all over for him.
Nice. So, there you have it.
Yeah,
people.
I just cleared the first area. I'm doing it my second attempt. I cleared the first area in 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Nice. All right.
It's not, and those ones are actually harder than the boss wave. As soon as you knock out the stuff of the boss wave, like specifically with an ultimate Ajax like I am, a tank build ultimate Ajax, I'm putting up a wall and just shooting. And
Okay.
these things are dropping like flies. Speaking from the perspective of an enduring legacy that's not maxed out without full modules, I'm at 460,000 DPS.
Nice.
So I'm 100,000 DPS less than my tamer was, and I'm dusting shit.
Nice.
If I was using my tamer, this would be an issue for them.
I was like, I'm using my tamer, and it is an issue, but for me.
It's I was pleasantly surprised with how simple that was.
Okay.
Now I will keep in mind that is Kingston. It's the first level in the game, so did they make that one intentionally easier because it's that? Maybe. They could have. But I got a little wind in my sails right now. I'm through the second area now, real time, 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Nice.
And 5 minutes and 1 second is your gold timer. So
Okay.
that's this one's not bad.
Nice.
If you got the defense to put up with the mobs that are coming for you, if they didn't already do this hot patch and lower the amount of mobs, this is cake.
Nice.
Comparatively, not gonna say it's cake. I mean, I'm still getting my shields knocked, which is where my unyielding will comes in. But comparatively to the other ones, this is nothing.
Okay.
Wow, because I am getting obliterated, but I did just crystallize my Ajax, so he's like level 3.
That makes sense.
So I would compare this one, just for reference to you, Cliff, for you to understand. Remember the one that we did on Hagios that I just refused to do? I was like, I'm not doing them today.
Yeah.
This is easy mode compared to that.
All right. I like to hear that because once we do these two, because just the Echo Swamp wasn't that bad. I got a phone call in the middle of it, so I couldn't 100% concentrate. That one felt fine as well. So I'm thinking we can knock out the quest that we have today. So that'd be nice to hear.
Yeah, it's dude, I'm dusting this shit. I think I'm gonna beat my time on this one.
Nice.
I did. 4 minutes 5 seconds. Yep.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
well, I'm glad.
This is a breath of fresh air compared to the last ones. So if the other one goes this way, then they hot patched it already, man. They had a quick turnaround, and once again, I mean, hats off and all the applause to fucking Nexon for how fast they respond to community opinion.
Nice.
I can't say anything bad about this game because I have nothing bad to say.
Yeah. Nexon again. In all the streams that we've done so far, you guys are doing a wonderful job with this game. We love it. Love how attentive you guys are to the fixes, the patches, the community, and how you're not listening 100% to the community. You seems like you're playing your own game, and if you are, that's amazing. So yeah, I hope you guys actually take a listen to these podcasts and hear this feedback. Keep up the good work. We appreciate it. But I think that's all we got for today. I want to thank everyone again for dropping in and checking out the podcast. It's a little shorter than normal. Usually we go for about an hour, but we really didn't have a whole lot to really dig into. But actually, before we leave, is anybody like you guys got any grinds that you're working on? Anything that you're moving toward next? Have you achieved any goals that you are wanting to do?
Ultimate Bunny and Ultimate Ajax were goals that I've accomplished now.
Nice.
At this point, moving forward, my big thing is going to be energy activators and crystallization catalysts. Really make the most out of these characters.
Okay.
So that is the current grind.
Hell yeah. Okay.
I'm of a like mind with Jake. I got Ultimate Bunny, trying to complete my Descendant roster with being all ultimates. Ajax is I don't know if it's there yet. I feel like there might still be more that I could do, just because I've played this game and there's always more that I just don't understand. Right. So I feel like there's more that I could do, but my Ajax, he's in a good spot, man. Nice. I'm running like 101,000 defense. I got Enduring Legacy, which was a big grind, but it's already creeping up. I mean, quick, fast, and in a hurry to overtaking my Tamer, which took a ton of work, and this Enduring Legacy has taken almost no work so far. So I'm excited to see the potential of this thing and see what type of build I can do with it. I'm excited to keep going through the season. I'm excited to see what's new in the story, what new patches come out. I'm excited to see the dungeons. I'm excited to grind Ultimate Freyna. If it's anything like this Haley grind, I'm probably going to kill myself. But that aside, I just enjoy playing the game. Grinding for something or not, or if I have a goal or anything, I just simply I'm having fun. I think that's the biggest fucking thing with this game, dude.
Yeah, I agree with that. Having fun, and just in general, no matter what we're doing. Because to be honest, like we could all be in the middle of grinding something. We all link up. We all help one of us out, and whether it helps us or not, we're getting something out of it, and we're just enjoying the time that we're spending in the game, and I love it. I couldn't ask for more. When it comes to me, just working on Ultimate Bunny. She'll be the next Ascendant that I get up to snuff. I want to say my Ultimate Freyna, not my Freyna, my Ultimate Viessa is done. I will mess around with a couple of different build styles just to see if there's anything else I like. I might mess around and make her a glass cannon and see just how much damage I can do with the powers. But all in all, I got her pretty much exactly where I want her. She's my main. She'll stay that way. But Bunny is definitely next, considering the fact that I got her as my ultimate. I will be working on Haley at some point, and then of course Ultimate Freyna will be next. Haley will probably be a long-term goal, considering the fact of how long it takes to grind for her. My Enduring Legacy, it overtook my Tamer, quick, fast, in a hurry. When I first got it, it already had been 3/4 of the way stronger than my Tamer. It was like right behind it. And then when I decided to focus on it completely, it overtook it as soon as I crystallized it. And then that was that. I'm loving it. I can't wait till I get it all the way up to where I want it to be, and I'm getting close. So that's nice. Yeah. It's a nice feeling. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you're enjoying the game as much as we are. Definitely pass the word around. Tell your friends to play it. Tell your friends to check out this podcast. Jump into the Discord. Let's keep having fun with this game. Let people know that this isn't a pay-to-play game. Like, let's start spreading that rumor. I'm definitely going to start doing that. I'll make TikToks about it, post about it everywhere to everyone, and just telling everybody about it, because that rumor is untrue. We need more people to keep playing, because I want this game to go for a very, very, very long time. I hope to get a lot out of it. But I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you for being here. We will see you again on Tuesday.